And today I'd like to talk about how to get out of your own way and stop that self-sabotage. You know, there's a lot of truth to the quote, we have met the enemy and she is us. We get in our own way far more than life, other people, or bad luck sabotages our success. We really can be our own worst enemy. I mean, it boggles the mind why we stand in our own way, but we do. And understanding that fact is half the battle to overcoming it. Here are a few techniques to experiment with to try and stop that sabotage of yourself. Number 1, learn from the past and leave it there. Mistakes from our past don't mean that we're doomed to failure in the future. The past should be used as educational material, not as a predictor of the future. Learn from your experience. Leave your past in the past and create the future that you desire. The second technique is avoid talking to yourself unless you're going to say something nice. You know, when you spend too much time saying negative things to yourself, eventually you begin to believe them. And such negative input gives you an incorrect opinion of yourself and your capabilities. Ensure that your self-talk is supportive and positive, just like you would speak to your own best friend. The third technique I'd like you to try is notice your habits that sabotage your success. Think about what you want to be successful at and notice the habits that stand in your way. For example, if you want to lose weight, but you eat a bag of potato chips every time you're stressed, then that habit's sabotaging your success. Yes, that's one of mine. So try to observe your habits, the ones that sabotage your success, and make a list of them. Write down all the ways in which those habits inhibit your success. What's the cost of each of those habits? Being aware of the damage that those habits can cause will make it easier to stop or change them. The fourth technique I'd like you to try is define your fear. Most self-sabotage is actually rooted in fear. What exactly are you afraid of? Are you afraid of embarrassing yourself? Are you afraid of finding out that you're not capable? Or are you afraid of your success? Or perhaps you're afraid of how people will view you. Identify the basic fear that is causing you to sabotage yourself. Understand the fear, and if needed, get help to get over that fear or remove it altogether. Otherwise, you'll continue to get in your own way. The fifth technique I'd like you to try is know your ceiling. Notice how far you can go before you begin sabotaging yourself. For example, perhaps you're stuck at a particular income level. What income level do you get stuck at? Or if you're trying to lose weight, at what point do you begin to sabotage yourself? We all have a ceiling for each part of our lives. So understand what yours is and seek to understand why it's there. You know, I've just recently read Gay Hendricks' book, The Big Leap, and in it he notes that the glass ceiling that we tend to operate under is held in place by a single problem. It's the barrier that you don't know you have. So do the work to uncover what that is for you. And the sixth technique I'd like you to try is identifying your beliefs. What are the beliefs that stand in your way? For example, do you believe you're just a naturally chubby person, so you can never get below a certain weight? Or do you believe that you can never be a successful writer because you did so poorly in English in high school? Identify your beliefs related to that part of your life that you want to be more successful in. Which of those beliefs are obstacles to that success? And number 7, try noticing the people that you feel are in your way. I mean, sometimes we allow people into our lives that don't really want the best for us or aren't really there to support us. Identify the few people who are truly interested in seeing you live up to your potential. And try to avoid believing that it's actually acceptable to allow someone to get in your way. I mean, if they choose to be an obstacle, consider minimizing their involvement in your life. You know, I'm a big believer, and as I mentioned before, is that you have total control of yourself. So don't waste effort trying to control others or circumstances outside of yourself. Since you are the source of your challenges, you also have the power to eliminate them. Never underestimate how much you're standing in your own way. And if you'd like to have a chat about whether I can help you with this, come and chat below. Because remember, you too can unleash your unique version of success.